Hey there guys and girls, in this video I am going to make a review on Megaman Zero 1, which was first released on the Game Boy Advance. Most people call this handheld a GBA because it's faster to say it this way. Big notes, nobody is paying me to make these reviews, I am just doing this out of passion, but I would really like it if you would watch this video the whole way and of course hit subscribe and like on here. I have not done a let's play of this exact Mega Man game yet, but that is fine. The version I will be reviewing today is the Megaman ZX collection on Steam. This collection has 6 games in total, and last time I checked, you can buy this on Steam for £8.24, but the offer ends on 4th of December. That is a pretty good bargain for 6 games, that's nearly £1.40 for each game in this collection. Anyway, let's get into 5 different aspects of this retro GBA game. Oh, if you have a PC or a Nintendo Switch or a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One, it's still available on those consoles as far as I know. Gameplay! One big improvement they've made to ZX Collection in general is Save Assist. If you are new, use the checkpoints you see, it makes getting through normal mode so much easier. Megaman Zero 1 is by far the hardest out of the 6. Some people told me, oh, this game is ridiculously hard without cyber elves. Yes, very true. As part of this review, I will give a few quick tips. First tip. The best thing about save assist devices is you do not get a grade penalty, so you can still get A rank or S rank while using it. But whatever you do not play on casual. The game is very easy and you do not unlock prizes by doing this. Second tip, this applies to both beginners and advanced players to Mega Man Zero games. Make sure, after you save Seal, go back to the intro stage, kill lots of enemies with the gun and the sword to learn all your abilities. Yes, I know, that's grinding involved, but trust me, it does take 30 minutes, but it's better than doing this. Yeah, shoot small lemons at bosses, that's gonna work during a time limit. By the way, you do get 2 more weapons later on, but I think the gun and the sword is way better than the shield, boomerang and the spear. Third tip. This applies to beginners only. Just use the cyber elves. Yes, at Zero they call you a bad boy for sacrificing your pets for victory. I did this on my first playthrough, but it's better than dealing with a boss with a health bar 4 or 6 times bigger than yours and constantly dying. Without cyber elves, you literally have no way to heal yourself during a boss fight. Fourth tip. This one applies to all players. In the options screen, make sure you select these 2 options. Custom is very good because you don't want to have the jump and attack buttons mixed up. And this is the weapon option. You can charge 2 weapons at the same time instead of just charging 1 weapon. And that's massively helpful during the whole game. Okay, there is a grading system in all 4 Mega Man Zero games. But in Zero 1, it's very unrewarding. Getting A or S rank makes bosses harder, but you literally do not gain anything extra for beating the bosses on A rank or S rank. Like, what? However, Capcom fixed this in Zero 2 and 3, and you do learn an EX skill, and the EX skills are cool and helpful. In Zero 4, Capcom made it super duper easy to get EX skills in that one. Anyway, back to Zero 1. However, getting at least A rank does grant you access to 1 room which has a cyber elf, but that's it. So 1 prize, and even then, using cyber elves makes Zero into a bad boy by sacrificing his pets to win fights. You can tell this because on the grading screen they start calling Zero Elf Assassin and such. But if you use cyber elves, you can make the rest of the game insanely easy. So if it's your first time playing, just use the cyber elves after you get the 1 that's behind Seal. In the ZX Collection version, you do need to maintain A rank in order to unlock a few Z cards, which are very handy for Mega Man Zero 3. Slightly off topic, but back on GBA days, which is 2001 to 2006, I remember there were scanning cards for the GBA and you get cool extras, but they were quite limited, hence why Capcom decided to reprogram the game so you unlock the extras without needing to physically buy anything extra. Well done, that's actually clever thinking there. Fun fact, there's blood in the Japanese versions of the Zero games, and yes, when you play the collection version, you can change the language version to Japanese, like I have done in here. It's blood! Blood everywhere! Yeah, well, all these soldiers are trying to kill me, so it is fair to slice and dice them down. Yeah, I know. This is the Master Sword. I don't have the Z-Saber replicate, but this will just have to do, right? It's where, fun fact, oh yeah, on my first playthrough of 0-1, when I got into the boss fight with the golem, I got the sword, and I accidentally slashed Seal instead of the golem that was restraining her, and I was shocked and said, whoops, sorry Seal, and my grade plummeted down to like a D grade. So I thought, oops, sorry. Story! Quick! You must save Seal from Neo-Arcadian's goons. Yes, as Zero, you have amnesia, but Seal and the others desperately need your help. Imagine waking up from a 100-year slumber and suddenly you wake up and the fate of the whole world is suddenly your responsibility. And as the last hope, despite you don't remember what you did 100 years back, well, Zero has this happening. And yes, Zero even questions, what if I'm not the Zero you guys are on about? That's very important because of what happens later on in the series. Fun fact, X was supposed to be the final boss of Megaman Zero 1, but Capcom were thinking, no, that's not gonna be right. Making Zero's best friend be the big boss of the story, let's make a cloned guy be the final boss instead, which is Copy X. I'm so glad Capcom changed the story because look at this friendly X. He doesn't look like a final boss to you. This same robot man saved the world over 5 times and suddenly he's evil? That does not make sense, don't you think? Graphics. You will notice the graphics is quite pixelated, but Capcom did a good job by programming graphic filter options in the ZX Collection version, so you can change the graphics and make the game look nicer. Some of the visuals are pretty good for Game Boy Advance, because remember, the GBA was released back in 2001. Whereas the GBA SP is from 2003, and yes, back in 2003, me and my siblings played on the SP. Amazing features on the SP includes better lighting and better battery life. Music! In my opinion, the music in 0-1 is not as good as 0-2, 3 and 4. I mean, listen to this. It's not bad, just seems quiet. And you can hear this song a lot, especially when exploring outside the missions for energy crystals. Some music sounds quite good in this game, but I certainly prefer the music in 0-2 onwards. Replay value! I'd say there is some replay value, because there is normal mode and then there's hard mode. But hard mode, you cannot level up weapons, and you take double damage. But that's all the real difference is. So basically you take more damage and you're stuck to like very few attacks. So, and it's not very rewarding at all. So yes, there is some replay value, but you can unlock easy mode if you beat normal mode and use every single cyber elf up, and then you unlock easy mode. And with easy mode, you have access to every single cyber elf straight away and you don't need to max up your weapons. And the game is just basically really easy. You have 4 times as much health and that sort of thing. And also you take half damage from everything, and guess what? No spikes! And I hate spikes so much. I've said this so many times during my Mega Man Let's Plays. Because it's instant death! Verdict! It is a good game by far, just very hard if you don't use cyber elves. Definitely get this on offer while you can. The improvements like save assist is a lifesaver and it saves you a ton of time. It's available on a lot of consoles out there, so if you like run and gun and slash and run gameplay, this is a good game to play. I still think 0-2 is the best one out of the 4.